Share screen. Yeah, that's the right one. Yeah, that's the right one. Okay. Um, is it live on the YouTube channel? Question mark.
Alex, we can see your messages.
Yes, you can. Hold up. Why do they have the, there we go. The shared screen bar is always right in the center of the tabs.
You know you can hide the floating control panel, right?
You can?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you can move it too. Oh my gosh.
You
Technology.
can move it
Okay.
and hide it, and you can move that. You can hide the video panel.
Wait, what the? I was sharing the wrong one. Okay.
It's usually like Control H or something.
There we go. Jasmine just, okay. So I'm going to start off by saying we are conducting business on the native land of the Hahamunga tribe, and to have a moment of silence for those who came before us. With that being said, I'd like to call this meeting to order at 3:08 p.m. I'll take attendance. I'm here. Lisa has a test. Connie?
Here.
Danielle?
Here.
Pearl?
Here.
Abigya?
Here.
And Kara?
Here.
And Carrie's here. I'd like to move on to item C, being the adoption and approval of today's agenda. There's one typo. I forgot to change the month at the top, but other than that, I'm going to scroll through, and if you see anything that needs to be changed, please let me know. If not, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the agenda for November 3rd, 2020.
I move.
Can I get a second?
I second.
Who was that?
Me, a big yeah.
Okay, dope. I will, okay, so now that I have a first and a second, I'll move on to vote. We'll go by voice. So all those in favor?
Aye.
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 All opposed? Any abstentions? Seeing all those in favor, the motion carries. Approval for the minutes of October 27th. That'll be this one. This was last week's meeting, the minutes from that. So if you see any things that need to be corrected, please let me know. I also sent it to you in the email. If not, then I'll move on to, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the minutes for the meeting October 27th of 2020. Can I get a first? Thank you, Connie. A second?
I second.
Thank you, Kara. And then can we get, okay, so we're gonna do a voice, vote by voice again. All those in favor?
Aye.
I.
All those opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing that the ayes have it, the motion carries. Introduction, or any public comment for exec board? I do have you as discussion item. I actually put it on the agenda this week, so anyone on the YouTube question mark? If not, we will move on to committee member reports. Anyone want to go first? Because y'all actually did stuff this week. Yay. Ooh. Anyone? If not, I'll go first. So in committee member reports, you just basically say what you did this week. So this week, I have followed up with Pasadena Promos to get a quote on portable chargers for our giveaway slash participation thing for our Instagram campaign. I also went to Kelly's giveaway event yesterday, which was really, really successful. Hope tomorrow will be just as successful. And then I finished up the Discord server, which will be hopefully pushed out on our Instagram tomorrow for our Thursday game night. Other than that, that's all I have. I know Connie did stuff. I know Kara did stuff.
I just created the Excel sheet for drive up events, and that was it.
Cool, thank you.
Okay, I can go. So yesterday I went to Kelly's event, and also I made sure that the Discord worked. I helped test out the thing. I don't know how to describe it, but I went on that. I think that was it.
And then I'm gonna go through the rest of you, and if you don't have anything to report, you can say no report. So Danielle?
So I tried out the Discord and it actually did work well. So I think it's gonna go easy for the event on Thursday.
Cool. Pearl?
It's good. Yeah.
And then Abigya.
I also checked the Discord and everything's looking good.
Cool. So, and then now we're going to move on to advisor reports. Carrie, do you have anything?
I have more questions than anything. So I'm really excited about tomorrow, especially after how well yesterday went. So just to kind of ask some questions. Number one, we probably would need to be there. Oh, first of all, let's start with publicity. I'm really hoping we have the same level of publicity that people have been putting it on their personal IG profiles, because that seemed to be like when we asked everyone where they found it, they said they found it on Facebook and they found it on the Instagram. So I think it really helps for folks if Philly is on here. Is Philly on here?
Yeah, Philly's here.
Yeah, to make sure we put it on PCC book sale and that we put it on that we give the link so all of AS members can put it out on their what do you call it? Oh,
Instagrams.
yeah. And then I guess the other question is, I sent both you and Philly the link that students have to log on to get to see the Black Panther. Did you all get that?
When did you send it to?
Last week, Friday.
Yes, I did see it.
Doesn't seem, it sounds like it's so far away, but it wasn't. So my concern is, like, I think what we're having now with Kelly's watch party is that we handed out all those bags, but people don't know what the Zoom is.
Right.
I'm trying to go right now and post that Zoom up so that people know. So Philly, if you get a chance, just pop something on the Instagram so people, it says link in the bio, but it's been shared so many times, people don't realize they have to click on the post and go to the bio, at least the old folks, Dean Cobb and I. So the old people didn't realize how to do that. But I'm thinking if we can make some sort of, I don't know, something that we can then put inside the bags that say movie this time and here, go to this link or something like that. So that way people, it's in the bag so people know to go.
Okay.
So that would be my only other thing about that. Remind everyone we need you there at 9 o'clock to set up and to come on campus. You need to have a clean COVID test within the last 30 days. Make sure you tell Alex. Alex will tell me. And we're going to set up, and I'm excited for this. It's going well. I just got the Discord. I'll try and jump in later and have someone show me, because I've never played Among Us too, so I'm really excited about that. It's going to be fun. So really happy with you all. I know you all got thrown in right in the middle, and it's crazy. I hope you're enjoying this. I know it'll get easier and it'll get more fun as we go, and we'll get to do more things. So thank you, by the way. Thank you all for doing this for your fellow students.
Okay, moving on to action items, we have none. Moving on to discussion items, item A would be introduction of executive board. So executive board, whoever wants to go first, go for it. Introduce yourselves. Who are you? What do you do? What your position is, etc.
I think Mackenzie already introduced herself, but I can go first. But hi everyone, I'm the newly appointed Vice President of Public Relations. And basically what I do is I manage the social media outreach, I do posters, we do swag, like I designed the t-shirt logo and everything. And so basically if you need somebody for help in like engaging outside people or getting any advertising, just let me know.
Cool, thank you, Philly. Jasmine?
I'll go next. Hi, everyone. It's so exciting to be here. This is one of the first committee meetings that I attend. So shout out to Alex. So yeah, my name is Jasmine. I am the VP of Student Equity. What I do is I am in charge of either highlighting or eliminating any equity gaps that students feel are barriers in accomplishing their goals throughout higher education, specifically on PCC's campus. I am also involved with this student organization, Social Justice Club on campus. Our passion lies within social justice and eliminating any equity gaps. So if you all have any questions, comments, or just want to get to know me, holla. All right, thanks, bye.
Thank you. Mackenzie was introduced last week, so here's Mackenzie, of course, our president. Moving on to discussion item B, discussion about vice chair and secretary positions. So at the top of the agenda, there's these two vacant positions, vice chair and secretary. The vice chair is basically like my right-hand person on the committee. They'll be, if I'm not around for an event or if you can't find me at an event, you would go to them for like help. And like just like be, yeah, my right-hand person. And then for the secretary, it's the person that would be in charge of taking down minutes and either sending them to me to create the minutes form or creating the minutes form or the minutes like document themselves, which is actually not that hard. It only took me 10 minutes last week. I was very happy with myself. So those two positions are available to be filled. I don't know how I want to do the selection process either. You guys can apply for it. Well, I think Carrie's recommendation, or if anyone is interested, they'll just like let me know and then I can like select from those people or we can vote as like a group. So if anyone has any input on how that should be done, please let me know what y'all think would be best. Now's the time to talk.
You folks need to understand time commitment. Because you're talking about the vice chair and secretary positions, right, Alex?
Yes, ma'am.
If you talk a little bit about time commitment.
So for the secretary, it's actually if you're at the meetings, um, it won't actually be too hard. Like I'm taking notes while I'm uh hosting or chairing the meeting, and so then at the end of this meeting, I will pull up my template for the minutes and just type in all the relevant information that I have in my notes that needs to be on it. Basically, the time it starts, who first, seconds, any motions, and the votes for those motions, and then like a brief description of each thing. So like here it says like, oh, discussion of vice chair, and then we'll do that, and then we'll like say if anyone like say Connie's like, oh, I think we should have the selection process this way, and Kara says, oh, I think we should have the this way, then that will be noted under um, the discussion about it, and then the secretary will just type up the little notes. So it'll only be like an hour, 2 hours at most, probably starting out a week to figure out how everything works and where things need to be posted and sent to. But once you get into it, it goes by pretty quickly. For vice chair, um, you would probably have like a one-on-one meeting with me in like my office hours probably every week. So it'd probably be a little more of a time commitment than the secretary position on top of your regular committee duties. Because you would help me like email businesses or follow up with the committee, or even like doing certain helping me like reach out or think of ideas within like not only the PCC community but the surrounding Pasadena area as well. So that one would be a little more of a time commitment than the secretary position, most likely. Probably like 2 or 3 hours a week on top of whatever existing committee responsibilities there are. So I'm going to say that if you are interested in either of these positions, um, please let me know, and then yeah, and then we'll decide on how to select the position later on, because right now I have a lot going on with events and stuff. Um, so Spirit Week event would be the next item. So yesterday was Kelly's drive-through event, which went really, really well. We got rid of almost all 60 of the packs that we ordered for that. So that went extremely well. Today's our election watch party that is posted on our Instagram tomorrow. I don't know who's coming. I think it's all exec board because none of y'all could come, I think. I think it's just Chris, Mackenzie, David, Kelly at Rosemead, and myself. Yeah. Okay, so tomorrow, if you can come by just to pick up a bag, I would love to see you all there from 10 to 1 at the main campus at the turnaround by the bookstore or like the police office or the student bank, whatever you know that turnaround to be. And then 2 to 4 at Rosemead, there's like 2 gates that will be open. There's a giant enter sign. There's a giant exit sign. So it's pretty obvious where to go. We will be giving out, let me see if I can find,
Lots and lots of candy.
lots of candy, lots of snacks, a t-shirt, backpack, a lanyard, button, portable chargers, pom-poms. Um, what else? I think that's everything. I think I could be forgetting something. So even if you aren't able to help out tomorrow, be sure to come by, just drive up and pick up a bag because it's definitely worth the drive. Thursday is what I actually do need to talk about. Okay, so Thursday is our Discord game night. So I have 2 people right now written down to help with that, and that's Lisa and Danielle, I believe. So for that, I actually would like another 2 people to help me with that for sure. Just so like I don't know how many people are gonna be there, but there's like a maximum of 10 people per room. So I want to make sure that even if we have like 30, 40 people show up, we have enough moderators to be in each of the room to make sure that nothing fishy or no funny business is going on there. So if I could get 2 volunteers for that, that would be fantastic.
What time is it, Alex?
From 6 to 9 on Thursday.
Oh, I can't have a test. Sorry.
That's okay.
I can try.
Thank you, Connie. And then Carrie, will you be there as well? You're muted.
6 to 9 on Wednesday, right?
On Thursday.
Thursday. Okay. Yep.
Cool. So as long as I have, and then I'm pretty sure other exec members will be there, so I'll just fill them in on that as well. And now the fun. Oh, Friday we will be sending out that link. So there's nothing really to help with on that one. The fun part, yay! This is what y'all wrote down in your applications. This is what y'all joined the committee for. What are your ideas for future events? Because like now that this event is in the middle, like usually an event takes 6 weeks to 2 months to plan out. So now would be the planning stage for if we wanted to do anything in December. If you guys have any ideas or anything that you want to see in the winter intersession or even at the start of spring, now would be our time to start planning all that fun stuff out. So, one second, I'm just writing some notes. This is why secretary is important, so I don't have to, okay. And so, yeah, let's talk about ideas. What do you guys want to see? What type of events do you guys want to host either in December or during the winter or during the spring?
If so, I was thinking like a student teacher mixer, so the students could get a chance to meet and talk to professors before they enroll in classes.
Okay. And around what time, like when would you recommend us hosting that for the most optimum like impact? Because you said before they enroll in classes, so before they enroll in spring or winter, or
Before they enroll in spring classes.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll talk to Christina about getting the academic senate and going to talk to them about that. So that is definitely something that we can look into hosting. Anyone else?
I mean, we could also do another like gaming night, but we could do like Minecraft because I know a lot of people have been playing Bed Wars lately.
I have a server with my friends, so I'm always on there.
Yeah, I mean, like it's really fun to play and it's like very competitive.
Wait, are we planning like tentatively for this year? I mean, next year, like for spring going into summer?
No, this would be from now until end of spring. Well, technically until the new board would be appointed, but for all intents and purposes, now until the end of spring.
Maybe we could have like a virtual sip and paint, like an art, just like an art day kind of thing. So it's like if they just have like a room where people could just like do art and then we just like play music in the background or like, yeah, or maybe. So I was just like have a certain theme, maybe like a Bob Ross theme. I never watched Bob Ross, but I know a lot of people liked him.
Something that Carrie and I have been working on for a very long time and hopefully will come true soon is our drive-in movie that we're getting closer every week to that happening. So hopefully, either the end of this semester or the beginning of next semester, we will be able to finally host something like that. So that would be like do you want to talk about it, Carrie?
There's an update because yesterday when we were at the drive up, Crystal Colross came over. Apparently, she went to a drive up movie event at the LA Zoo.
Mhm.
Had such a good time. She's brought it back to exec council.
Yes.
Candace Jones, our IT person, said, "Oh, I think we can buy that stuff." And I said, "You don't have to buy that stuff. We have it." And I said, and so I'm writing an email to them to letting them know all the things, they're thinking, we've already done this groundwork. We already know. We already have a quote. We have a company. And they're like, wow, if we're going to pay that much money, why don't we just buy the equipment ourselves so we can have it and then anyone on campus can check it out. So this is going to be cool because this is going to have carryover after COVID. We can still have drive-ins after this is done. So I'm very excited.
So if we are, or when we do host this event, that would be like an all hands on deck because we need people to sign cars in, to hand out things to make sure people are following the rules. So when that does happen, which hopefully is soon. And then I know that, who was it? Or myself and Louise wanted to get some like fitness or like yoga. Louise is the VP of student services. Get like a yoga instructor or like a fitness class for a future event just to like promote wellness and like health because we are at home most of the time nowadays and like
Yeah, that
don't
sounds
work
dope.
out. So if you guys have like any ideas like along those lines or anything else that you think would work virtually, like
Hey, Alex,
yes, ma'am.
I have another project that I'd like to toss out to your group. Normally, your group does Holiday Angels and
Yes.
is a party. So you plan a whole Christmas party for the children who are enrolled in EOPNS and CARES.
Mm-hmm.
And so obviously we can't have a Christmas party, but we still are going to do the giveaway, the gift presents. And we're thinking about doing, again, a drive up so the parents could come and collect their presents.
Okay.
But I want to do this whole really fun thing in the evening where we decorate the turnaround and maybe we have like Olaf and Christmas music and we give out candy and the presents and it's all contactless. So it'd be kind of fun, but it
It
requires.
would. And I know I was talking to Louise about the dates for it last week, I believe, and we were just trying to decide if it would be during or right after finals because we have the extra week now between like the holidays and finals. So I'm definitely up for that, and I'll keep in contact with Louise about her part of it, and then I'll talk to you about it later in more detail.
Let's put that on the list.
I did. Anyone else? Any other ideas?
Maybe we could have like a DIY day. Like maybe we could show the people like stuff they can make at home, like with items that are common. Like I know in the past, like slime has been really popular at AS events. Maybe we could teach people how to make that, or maybe we could teach people how to make candles at home, just like simple stuff that they can do themselves, or even if they have kids at home that keep them occupied.
Oh, that sounds great. Like, these are wonderful ideas, I feel like.
For the holidays, we could also do like the ugly sweater kind of like type of thing, like to post for like school spirit. Because I know a lot of people have ugly sweaters, and like why not have them like posted for like a mini prize on social media?
That sounds really fun.
I have a few that I would love to wear and showcase because I'm very proud of how hideous they are. So it was like a fantastic idea.
You could do an ugly sweater and then dress your pet or dress your stuffed animal. We all went crazy over that damn dog with his back.
Yes.
Yeah, they will get really creative.
We could do the dog or dress a stuffed animal if you don't have an animal.
Perfect. So I'm going to compile like all these ideas into a document and then like send it out to hopefully you all, so we just have it like in the back of our mind of things that like we either want to do or ideas in case we can't think of something to do, and then we can add on to it as time goes on as well. So last call, any last minute ideas?
I have one, but it might be boring.
Let's hear it. Nothing's boring.
So, is it possible to do a bond session like on Zoom so we can have it virtually after Thanksgiving break and before, like 2 weeks before finals?
So wait.
Like during that week or a week before finals, and then we can just invite some people to talk about themselves, because I know one of my friends is having depression is because of COVID situation. They just have a lot of things going on, and then maybe we can having a Zoom meeting like for them to talk to talk about themselves, and we can do breakout rooms, and they can they're feel free to change their names into whatever they want, and it doesn't have to be a real name. So yeah.
I will definitely talk to Louise about reaching out to personal counseling, or I might reach out to personal counseling and see if they want to like team up on that, because that is something. Seasonal depression is like a real thing, and especially with all the stressors of right now with COVID and then college apps and then the holidays and having to be away from family for certain people, it can definitely be detrimental to our students' mental health. So I will definitely look into something like that.
Hey, Alex, I have another one.
Yes, ma'am.
So we do a lot of work with Jason in personal counseling around depression. And so we have a former student who is a life coach who does a lot of guided meditation and a lot of kind of conversations around she's not a trained counselor, but she has some basic things that folks can do to kind of try and manage, the whole COVID issue.
Mm-hmm.
And the mental stress that comes with it. So we can easily get Sam to do, and she's done actually some stuff for us before. And then we know Jason at personal counseling, and we can get a couple other folks to do some conversations around that.
Yeah, I'll reach out to their peer mentors as well.
Yeah,
and see if
to go with the peer mentors because I'm kind of tired of having the staff do it.
Mm-hmm.
But also along that line of wellness is that this month is kind of national non-smoking, or what do you call it when you're trying to get people to stop smoking? I don't know. It's the month to stop smoking. So if we wanted to do some activities around that, there's I would love it if you all got creative and thought about what are some ways that we can talk to people about stopping smoking, especially now with COVID. Now's not a good time to smoke. In the past, we've encouraged people to go out to their on campus and pick up cigarette butts. Like we would challenge the clubs, we'd give them gloves and baggies, and the club that picked up the most, we recognize them. We used to be able to give them prizes, not anymore. But something, if you all would be creative and think about smoking and non-smoking, that would be a really good project too.
Dope. Okay, that's for November, right?
Yeah, it's this month, so it's kind of really quick. And I know we're kind of swamped with everything.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that idea would be kind of tricky because smoking is associated with addiction, and we would have to also get maybe provide resources for professional help, along with creative ideas about how to uh, give like insights, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think if you can think of something that would be good, we do have the partnership with the health and wellness. So they're
Right.
they just don't know what to do. They kind of came to me and said, we don't know what to do. So we're trying to think of things. But if you think of
Okay.
things, you do it.
With that, we could probably integrate different clubs together and figure something out. Like, yeah, like build some solidarity around maybe those issues so they don't feel ostracized or like, I don't know. Yeah.
So it's an approachable topic that no one feels like they're being judged for.
Right.
Exactly.
Oopsies. Any other ideas before we move on? If not, it's totally cool. Okay, so we're gonna move on to announcements. Do we have? Oh, I do. If you guys aren't following the Instagram yet, do that because that's where we push out most of our stuff. And then if you haven't hopped on the Discord yet, try to do so. If you don't know how, reach out to me and I can teach you all because in the future we might be doing like a bi-weekly game night because that's something that I was thinking about. Danielle brought it up, also Carrie brought it up. So other than that, I don't have any announcements. Just hop on the Discord, hop on the Instagram. Anyone else?
Yeah. Also, don't forget that tonight is the watch party. The link is on the AS Instagram, and then if you can't find it, it can always just be sent out to everyone. Also, to pick up a goodie bag tomorrow if you have time, and if you can't help volunteer. I can't anymore because I have a dentist appointment.
Sad face.
Yeah.
Can I add a couple things? Does anyone else have anything? So a couple things, I just got a couple emails that you should know about. First of all, if you have not had a chance, go to lancerlife.pasadena.edu and I put it in the chat. Log in with your PCC Canvas credentials, go to the associated students and ask to join.
All of them I already have and I assigned them to the committee.
You are so good, Alex. Awesome, that's what I want to do. The other thing I want to let you know, I just got this email and it's kind of, I'm a little bit nervous, so I want to let folks know right up front. So the college is now doing some new rules. So basically I got an email from the vice president that said students registering for winter and spring 21. Please note the college will allow students with a debt owed to the college of $99 or less to register. Any student with a debt of 100 or more will have a registration hold. And in winter and spring, we will drop students for non-payment 48 hours before the start of class. I really want you to know that. And let me explain what that means.
Yeah.
Right now, if you have a debt to the college, like you didn't finish paying for tuition, if it's less than $100, they'll let you register. And they'll just add on the cost of your classes for spring. You have to make sure that you pay off your entire debt 48 hours before classes start for spring. If you don't, you're going to be dropped. That's a new change, and a lot of people are now going to need to know about it. So AS is going to have to really talk that up because they wanted to do that. That's what they did to international students this year. Like a week before the money was, a week before school was started, they basically told folks, if you don't pay up your full amount, and that could be thousands of dollars for international students, you're going to be dropped, which then messes with their whole immigration status and everything. And the school sprung that on students with less than a week's notice. So now they are moving this to the entire student body population. If you owe $100 few days before the start of spring semester, you will be dropped. So I want you all to be aware of that, so that way you can tell your friends. That just came to me in an email today.
Does that just apply for PCC unpaid things? If we're in,
Yeah, whatever balance you have when you look up on your Lancer Life account, your Lancer Point account, That's where it is. So make sure you want to make sure that you're in a position to pay for your fees. Otherwise, you'll be dropped, and let your friends know. We're going to have to do some publicity around this.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other announcements from anyone? If not, we'll move on to, so next meeting will be next week, same time. If you have any agenda items for me, please send it to me by Thursday at noon. So I can have everything posted by the meeting time. Finally, okay, adjournment. I'd like to entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting at 3:48 p.m. Can I have a first
I move.
and second?
I second.
Julio. Can we do a vote by voice, please? So all those in favor?
I
I
All those opposed? Any abstentions? Seeing that the ayes have it, the carry motions, this meeting is adjourned. Yay, second meeting down. Okay, now I have to end everything real quick.